A rivalry that started as an excuse to get to warmer weather in the winter has spawned decades of competition and tradition, and today, once again, these two will square off to find out who will take home the coveted jeweled shillelagh. One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. It's the USC Trojans and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the USC head coach before the game. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it's playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. I'll keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Follows his blocks. It's Hawkins. There he goes. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Left side, it's Bowman. Makes the grab in their space. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
This offense is on fire, man. Back-to-back plays, completely going across the field. Now set up in a goal-to-go situation. Now the field shrinks a little bit. Interested to see if they can punch it in, be more physical. I know they made the big explosive plays to get here. Now they got to do the ground-and-pound dirty work.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Right side, it's Bowman. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
And after that strong play on 1st down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Touchdown, USC! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they closed it going up top for the final few inches and the score. On the return, it's Walton. He doesn't get it back to the 25. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. quarterback signaling to his guys. Tight end now in motion. Running behind that left side. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for a loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll ride him again. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Joseph. Release to the back. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
The Irish send out the punt unit. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Slips through the line. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The give to the single back. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Throwing, Iamaleava. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Moves the pocket. It's Iamaleava. That one just came off his hand badly.
And I think the quarterback throwing that pass off his back foot is what led to that incompletion. Just not as accurate as he would have liked to have been.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Hits inside. It's Hawkins. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Deafening noise. Here's Iamaleava. Big hit knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
When you're in zone coverage and it's 3rd down, man, it's eyes on the quarterback. Break as soon as the hand separates from the football. You see the slant coming in behind. Nice job making your presence felt. They want to throw those, they need to pay for them. Be physical, make sure he doesn't catch that football.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. Iamaleava to throw for it on 4th. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Throwing Joseph. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Pulled to the ground. So many memorable and historic moments in this rivalry, guys. It's almost a century old now. First meeting in 1926.
When you think of all the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Newt Rockne, Eric Parsegian, John Robinson, Pete Carroll. A lot of national championships between these two schools, David.
Lou Holtz, we could keep going on. The uniforms are always strong, always consistent. Fan bases are always so great. This is a game you can set your watch by. You know it'll be great.
Looking for a gap. It's Mobley. Fighting off the defender. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He got him loose, and it was lights out after that.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Iamaleava. Out wide right, it's Hawkins. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Here's to throw. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Out wide left, it's Napier. At the 35, he's loose. Makes a grab and room to run. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Defense wants to bring the heat. Throwing, Imaliava. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Trojans. Gets it into the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake. He'll be brought down at the 24. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He leaves it with the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. Making the adjustment on the play. From the gun on 3rd down, Joseph. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Trojans use their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Iamaleava fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands.
A rivalry that started as an excuse to get to warmer weather in the winter has spawned decades of competition and tradition, and today, once again, these two will square off to find out who will take home the coveted jeweled shillelagh. One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. It's the USC Trojans and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
The Notre Dame head coach told me before the game he is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Takes the handoff. It's Hawkins. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Bowman.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running inside, it's Hawkins. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
And the Trojans look to keep this drive humming. They'll ride the hot hand. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield to get the tackle for loss.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Here's Iamaleava to throw. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Now Iamaleava looking to the big tight end. It's complete. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fourth down, Iamaleava makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. And you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Throwing, Iamaleava. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockney's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Joseph. He rifles one deep down the right side. Makes the grab on the big throw. Open spaces. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Irish. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
And they tacked on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Hawkins. Nowhere to go.
Man, did you see the D tackle just slice through the offensive line? That's how you get penetration. That's how you dial up the tackle for points.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Give to the running back. Stopped again. At least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Deafening noise. Here's Iamaleava. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Notre Dame. How about this defense taking one back to the house? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Iamaleava. Right side, it's Hawkins.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Looking for room. It's Hawkins. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They're going to ride this running back. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. This rivalry nearly 100 years old now, guys, dating back to when Newt Rockne had made the Irish a power and Howard Jones had done the same for the Trojans.
So many names, and then if you go recent, I mean, everybody remembers the Bush push and just so many great games in this matchup. Every year it seems like the game means a lot. And obviously, Palmer, you add a trophy, it just gets way better.
It's like the greatest players to ever do it. I mean, Joe Montana for Notre Dame, Marcus Allen, his Heisman Trophy with the Trojans, and you're right. We could go on and on and on, and it always seems like those guys play their best games in this rivalry classic.
The Trojans are flying down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Hawkins. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Using his legs, it's Hawkins. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Finds the tight end. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Quickly to the tight end. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. Calls his own number. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
And in these situations, you're never looked at poorly, right? You can go for these situations because it's a really long field goal, so it's not a guaranteed make, or I can be aggressive offensively, and I like the choice. Be aggressive, get the first down. Nice job by the offense.
The Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the gun, it's Hawkins. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Throwing, Iamaleava. Left side is Hawkins. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
Man, you gotta love the response of the quarterback. Like last possession, you make a mistake. Easy to get down on yourself sometimes, but now just come out and you're absolutely surgical. 4 for 4, spreading the ball out, seeing the defense really well. Nice bounce back for this QB.
And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Turns it upfield. Touchdown, Trojans! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. An impressive, long, methodical Meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Coming out with it, it's Daniels. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wide left, it's Graham. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. RPO complete. Turning it on. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and they love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's 1st down from the 48. Throwing Joseph. Back's got it on the screen. Inside the 40. Across the 25. He's got room. Touchdown. Fighting Irish. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Iamaleava. They're all over him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Spits it out to the back. Out wide right, it's Hawkins. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Again, it's Iamaleava. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Finally, of defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up fourth down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
They'll move the wide receiver. Straight ahead, it's Hawkins. Run ends there. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They give it to him again. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. Let's start with a look at Oregon State taking on the number 12 team, the Washington State Cougars. And it's the Beavers coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And I guess the way to say it is the team gets off the schneid. They're 1-5 after picking up their first W. Let's check in now on some of the other action today, as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing.
Sends it back in motion. Joseph. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. Just smothered on the play.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Motion from the back. Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
For this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it at half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks, and they do it. On this first drive, they get to him. They get him on the ground. Nice job by this defense.
The Irish send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. He's got great speed. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Play action, Iamaleava. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like he'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Now Iamaleava throws to the tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Finally brought down. The what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Finds a crease. It's Mobley. He's past the sticks. Off to the races to the right. He's at the tip. He is in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. They'll send the back in motion. Single back formation, and they give it to him.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. To the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Got his man. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the run, it's Hawkins. Got the first down. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Maybe a crease. Touchdown USC. Just blew his way through a couple
great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off on the ground with a 58-yarder for 6. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Throwing Joseph. Left side is Flanagan. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and you add the answer to the test right there.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Fresh center downs going to the air. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Quick give. It's Mobley. There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Joseph. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Out wide left, it's Young. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Smart play by the quarterback. Nothing open. Dump it off to your running back. And listen, he's a running back. He's used to having the ball in his hands, and he's a big running back. So if you want to bring that to the ground in the open field, it's very difficult. Great job by the running back making a play.
Notre Dame comes to the line. That last completion giving them a fresh set of downs. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Notre Dame comes to the line. That last completion giving them a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, it's Mobley. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Notre Dame with a second down play to start the fourth. He's changing the play. Keeps it moving, it's Young. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Plows his way ahead. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
And how are you guys not impressed with this defense, man? They've been so good. They've been all over the field. And they're about to make this a very one-dimensional offense. Like, the clock is ticking, right? And they're down, and they got to get aggressive. Still trying to run the football, but this defense, they've been a brick wall so far.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Handoff to the single running back. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beaten at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Cuts it upfield. It's Hawkins. Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Throwing, Iamaleava. Got his man. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that will try to submarine these running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
To the air, it's Iamaleava. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Deafening noise. Here's Iamaleava. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Nico Iamaleava throwing again. Hauls it in, the first down and more. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
Man, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
The corners are walked up tight. Iamaleava. Left side is Lindsey. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. That play looked as if it had a chance to be productive, but the open field tackle stopped it.
And it's tough to get a running back one-on-one on the ground in the open field. You want guys swarming to the football to try to make that play, but understand that guy's a weapon. Good job by the defense seeing it, breaking on the football, getting him on the ground.
Gets the back moving. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Now Iamaleava. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Iamaleava to throw for it on 4th. A shot toward the end zone. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet. He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, the lead is now down to 4, 35-31. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Second and long here. Going to try to get it himself. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
Notre Dame would love to just bleed this clock dry. Quarterback changing the play. Hits inside. It's Mobley. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.